film sucks. Indie film sucks. It's the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Yeah.
Coming at you from the mean streets of St. Louis, from a basement on South Broadway, the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Because indie film, they're not all built alike.
Whoa, that's true. Anything I can say about that? What's up, Brock?
Hey, man. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
Man, there are some good ones.
There are some
And
good
there's
ones,
some bad ones.
and there's some bad ones,
And then there's the in-betweens.
and there's and there's the in betweens.
Yeah. But no, glad to be back on here, man.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back.
All right. I got a little bit of a cold, just so I'm going to try not to cough on you guys.
No, well,
Please don't.
appreciate that.
Yeah, well, so I apologize to anyone listening or watching.
Movie review night?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes.
Let's
throw,
do it.
throw a couple out there. Hey, so before we get started on that, this is the Indie Film Sucks podcast. This is an indie review or an independent podcast for independent filmmakers. So we talk about the highs, the lows, and the in-betweens of
True
independent film. You can find us at indiefilmsucks.com. You can find us, you can watch these on YouTube, and we got a Facebook page as well. What I'm going to ask tonight is, hey, comment. You know, this is tough because we're talking to air here. We know we got some followers and stuff like that, but we'd like to see your comments. If you're listening, let us know what you like about the show. Let us know what you like about the specific episodes of the podcast. And if there's anything you want us to talk about on here, because we feel this is a show for you, built around you, for independent films. We just happen to be independent filmmakers with the voice talking about it. So, guys, got anything to say about that?
And I know that Jay Rawlings will comment.
There
I know
you go.
this.
I agree with you.
Hand to God, I know.
I know he commented on Brock's beard. Now I call it Brock. You're now the bearded wonder to me.
Oh, is that right?
So
I know that Jay will comment.
Exactly. So if you don't know me, my name is Mackie. This is Chris Gregg over here to my immediate left, and the bearded wonder, Brock Roberts.
Bearded for a little bit.
Exactly. We're growing it out for another shoot, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's coming down the line. So as I said, we got two movies we're going to review tonight.
We do?
First one is called Beautiful Pam. The second one is called Shift. Hey, what do you say we dive into Beautiful Pam?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great. So from IMDb, it says, while living out of a motel and turning tricks, Pam undergoes a crisis of identity, addiction, and depression amidst the week of their son's 18th birthday. Not yet released, directed by J.R. Stokes. Chris, run the tape.
I think I'm someone who... Let me start again. I am someone who thinks about dying. A lot. I mean, it's not like I'm suicidal or anything, it's just... What kind of sick God fucks with people like this? Oh, God.
You wanna shoot yourself, Pam? You wanna go and fucking blow your brains out?
No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, alright, maybe. Go right ahead and fucking do it then.
It's okay to not be okay.
Not a kid anymore. He's turning 18. Where the fuck have you been?
I really like fucking. Guess you could say I've got a fucking problem. I'm sorry, you've just got a fucked up sense of humor.
All right, let's dive into this. Powerful clip there for sure. I mean,
Yes.
that's a good depiction of what the entire film is kind of based off of or whatever. But why don't you dive into this, Chris, real quick?
Okay, so I did not know what to expect. didn't know JR from anyone, contacted us out of the blue, like so many people do, which we greatly appreciate.
Oh yeah.
And man, I thought this film was awesome. Just straight up, it was one of the best depictions of damaged, fucked up people that I have seen in a long time. And this movie was made on a shoestring budget. I mean, it was made with a minuscule budget, and it did not need it to tell the story. No, I mean, the
not.
acting was top notch. The story, I mean, it was just a gut punch. And I think I said in the written review, it was a gut punch in all the best ways. I mean, and it's a short film. It's like 63 minutes long.
Yeah, hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, and man, it just packs a lot of story into that hour and 3 minutes. And I want to talk about the cast. The lead actor is Tom Ciorciari, who played Pam/Richard. Just killed it. Just an awesome performance of a person who is going through some incredible shit, because the character is a trans sex worker, and you just see this person's it's like they made all these really terrible choices in life, and they can see all the problems that they brought upon themselves, but they can't get out of their own way. And it was just such a nuanced performance. Just, this is a character that, man, you just want to hate him because they're kind of a piece of shit, but you feel sorry for him at the same time, because it's like, man, I cannot give enough praise to Tom. And then Beck Fortis played the ex-wife.
Yep.
And, she just played that to perfection. And there was one scene in there with the two of them where she says, it's not the fact you're wearing a wig, it's not the fact you're wearing a dress, it was the lying, the cheating, and the drug use that you were doing before any of this shit happened. That's what the problem is, and that just summed up the Pam character just so well. And then Peter Konasevich played the best friend.
Yeah.
Kind of like a lifelong partying buddy who was just the epitome of lifelong fuck up. Like, dude lives in his mom's basement, doesn't have a job, just sits around smoking weed all day, has no ambition.
Yeah.
May or may not have molested the main character's son. And
shit, yeah.
just a piece of shit. And I've seen people, known people like this in life, and like, man, this dude just nailed it perfectly. Like, I cannot rave enough about this film, because, again, made on a nothing budget, shot in a very sort of harsh, almost documentary-like style, and it just, man, I was there for it from go.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely love this film. This is probably one of my favorite films that we have reviewed on this show. That is, man, I just do not have enough praise for this movie, and I think J.R. Stokes, the writer-director, damn near everything, I can see him going really far.
I can't agree with you more. Again, I didn't know what to expect either, which I think is great, because thanks for sending this one to us, because I know you don't send everyone to us to look at. I know you review them and write up, but every once in a while there's one that you go, you guys got to see this one.
Yep.
And I'm so glad I did. The word raw, just authentic comes to mind with how the characters are played, and how he wrapped up in 63 minutes the raw emotion of the ups and downs of this person's struggles, the struggles of him around him, as he simplified it with so little, the minimal amount of characters he needed to tell the story.
Oh yeah,
the ex-wife, the best friend, and the son. And there's some few people that kind of come and go.
There's a few other people in there
out of there, but everybody else just adds to the story. These people drive the story, and Tom and playing Pam, and just unbelievable how vulnerable they were when they shot this, and that just comes out on screen for sure. And I was wrapped up into it from start to finish, and I felt, and it's hard. I wasn't in a theater. I mean, I was at home. I think I might have watched this on my computer, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And I still felt that emotion coming through that small screen of the powerful of how J.R. Stokes put this together and got them to pulled that out of them somehow to connect on this on such forget the budget, right? Because this wasn't a high budget movie.
No.
If you would have thrown more at it, I think it would have ruined it, because he had to make it as raw as he did in order for it to have that effect that it had on people, because it wasn't about the scenery or the locations or anything like that. It was about the characters.
Yes.
And I think that's where he focused on this entire thing, and where he put his effort into and allowed these people to go wherever they wanted. Go ahead, Brock.
I think what you're saying is it's all about the story and the acting and the true way he portrayed it as life. He could have gone with the transgender. He could have gone a way different direction.
Yes,
but did not. He decided to stay with the story and the characters, and I think that's why it's so damn good.
Yeah,
because you weren't pulled any direction. You just were watching.
I flowed with it, Brock. I honestly flowed with it, and I agree with what Chris said. I think the best thing you said tonight is I felt for this guy and hated him at the exact same time. This person,
because you see him
Pam's character.
You see him making mistakes. You see them fucking up, and it's like it's a train wreck. You can't look away, and no matter what the character does, you know it's just gonna be horrible,
right? And I wanted to yell at Pam. I wanted to yell at the ex-wife, and then I'm like, who am I mad at?
Yeah,
who am I really mad at here in this situation? Because I think everybody's right, but Pam what was the real character's name? Not Tom, but what was the
Richard?
Richard, thank you. Is really an asshole. I mean, he's selfish.
Yes.
They're selfish.
Incredibly selfish.
Yes. But yet, you feel for that.
Yes.
And you feel for...
you feel for all the characters.
Exactly. You're right, Brock. It just... It flows through, and it's just... He allowed it just to play out and didn't try to add anything that was fake into it.
So I got a question. Which character do you think was the most redeemable?
The son is the ex-wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ex-wife, because despite all of the bullshit, you could tell she still cared for Pam/Richard,
and constantly kept saying, "You're not getting what I'm saying. You're not getting Pam. You're not getting what I'm saying. It's not about what you think it's about.
Yeah,
it's about that." You betrayed me, and you lied, and you cheated, and you stole, and you did all these things. That's what you can't get through your thick head.
Yeah,
is that part of it? And until you realize that, I really don't want anything to do with you, because you're just a bad person.
Yeah, you are the architect of your own destruction.
Right, and I think that's what makes it just this struggle. And you're just like, man, come on, ex-wife, just help this person. You can't help those. They have to help themselves.
That's right.
And it's not about the trans, and it's not about that part of it. Mm-hmm. And that just was in the story to me.
No, yeah, absolutely. It was a real character in real life, and real life is messy. Real life, yep. People are shades of gray. People are, some people in life are irredeemably bad. Some people are thoroughly good, but most of us are not. Most of us are flawed. Most of us are damaged. Most of us have issues. And this was a very realistic portrayal of someone who is very flawed, very damaged, has a lot of issues, knows that they're fucked up and hates themselves for being fucked up, but can't change that.
There's too many other addicts in there. There's too many other flaws in there. But it's also a reminder of everybody's need to love and be loved.
Yes.
At any cost, even the son.
Yeah.
And in that sense of it, trying to find. There's a scene in there where Pam plays back the voice recording from the phone message, and you could tell it's an older one, maybe when he first left or, you know, whatever he did, but Pam holds on to that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, I love you. You know, and that's the holding on to it, but yet the rest of it, they're not feeling that part of it. And it's that internal struggle of love and being loved, from the ex-wife to the son. I wouldn't say the best friend so much in that sense.
Best friend's a piece of shit.
But they don't go to his backstory either.
No.
But and definitely Pam's, you know, feelings about questing just to be accepted, and it's just like, pal, you're not accepted because you're selfish and you're a jerk and you're addicted and you have to get over all these things. And if you could realize that, you would be. Anyway, go ahead.
But I think it's fair. We all know people who are self-destructive and messed up and can't get out of their own way.
I agree.
And most people know those people, so that is what really spoke to me. That realism. And at some point, we're going to have J.R. Stokes on the show.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I want to know, like, where did you mine this from? Like, what in your own life did you put into the film? Because, man, you got to know some really messed up people, some really hurt people.
It was almost like a documentary.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line. So, you know, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 from my scale for this one. I can't go. If it was 10 out of 10, I'd have given it 10 out of 10. If I saw any film going to Sundance or being part of that, this is one that I think would get rave reviews once it's out there to the public in order to see it. Honestly, I expect to see things from J.R. Stokes outside of our little bubble.
Absolutely.
I'd be surprised if I didn't with this film.
Well, I would have to say Beautiful Pam was a beautiful independent movie. So I can't. I agree with you, Mackie, man. That just it struck my chords too.
Yeah.
You know, it did everything right. I really was thinking it was going to go a different direction, in a bunch of different ways. But I have to give it a 5 too, man.
Yeah,
5 it.
Strong.
Yeah, 5 across the board.
Yeah, I agree. So, Beautiful Pam, hour and 3 minutes. It's a drama, director, writer, everything else. J.R. Stokes, solid cast. Not released yet. It says March of 26. So be looking for this one. We're definitely going to pump this one when it comes out and try to guide people where they can find it. All right, let's shift gears. Hey!
Okay.
Hey-oh! Did you see the way I did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice transition.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice
Thanks.
and smooth.
Thanks, Brock. So our second film tonight is called Shift.
Shift.
Yeah, so
Not Shaft.
not
Shaft.
Shaft at all. So IMDb states this one is night security guard Tom monitors storage units in Chicago with only his chair and radio for company until he witnesses regular tenant Mrs. Jones lead a man into her unit who mysteriously vanishes. So let's roll the clip on this one.
Talk to me, Scotty.
Hi, Iris. I think my wife is cheating on me.
Oh, pray tell, baby.
She's spending time over at her boss's house after work. She says they're busy, but
Busy?
I'm just not sure what to do.
How do you know she's there? Did you ask her?
No, I...
Oh, Scotty, have you been following your lovely little wife? It's okay, baby. We're all curious.
Yeah, I did. Just a couple of times. Is that okay?
Of course. Don't make it a habit. And don't get caught. But you have to confront her eventually.
I know. But what if she isn't? What if I'm crazy?
Therapy, baby. Therapy works for crazy. Kimberly, you're on with Iris.
Fine.
Tell me about the laundry unit.
shit. Look like we know what she's doing in there now, huh, Grace? I know. Scandalous. What? Nobody's watching.
There you go.
Greg, why don't you start us off again on this one? Because I think that would be good.
Okay, when Shift came to me, I had no real idea what to expect. Again, you know, we get a lot of people that come from, as they should, just come out of indie film world, like, hey, review my movie. That's what we're here to do. That's what we want to do. That's what we love doing. Mm-hmm. And I got to say, if you know me, you know I love a good noir. And this was a straight-up film noir in a very different setting and location, storage facility. And I mean, I really like this film a lot. It hit all of the elements that a good noir has to have. You have your scrappy protagonist, your detective. You have your femme fatale. You have your mystery. I mean, the use of security cameras to sort of tell the story, I just thought was, man, it was really smart.
I love that.
There's a I don't know, an office chair that the director managed to give a life of its own.
Gimmick character.
So when it first started, there was a subtitle on the screen, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
So was I.
I thought, is that a mistake?
Well, I thought I had subtitles on, and I'm like trying to turn them off.
and then it kept playing. I'm like, "Oh, I get it." I'm like, "That's really weird." But then I'm like, "Oh man, I dig that."
I'm the longest employee at the place.
Yes. And man, I just really enjoyed that film. I mean, it was funny. It had tension. It had a mystery. The acting was superb. Again, this is probably a slightly higher budget indie. I mean, it's no multi-million-dollar film, but it was shot, as far as I can tell, it was shot in Los Angeles on a soundstage. So they recreated this. I'm assuming. I mean, they could have shot some of it in a storage facility.
It looked like a facility. No, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But man, I enjoyed this movie thoroughly. But it's right up my alley. And there's one bit I'm not going to give away that I thought, oh, it's going to be this. Oh, it's going to be this. Man, is it going to be this? And it was not what I thought. And I was so happy. It reminded me of the movie Moon with Sam Rockwell, where the whole time I was thinking one thing during this movie, and I was like so pissed off throughout the movie because I thought it was going to be one thing.
You thought he was going to be able to see it coming.
And I thought, oh, that is so predictable. That is so lame. That is so cheesy. And it was not that. And I'm like, oh, damn, I was wrong. And so then I enjoyed it so much more. So I'm glad, and I can't give it away without giving anything away, but I'm glad what I was thinking was not accurate as far as Shift goes, because it just made me enjoy the film so much more. And yeah, I was totally there for it. I again cannot give was it Max Neese?
Yeah, the writer director.
Cannot give Max Neese enough praise for it. I mean, I thought he really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, and going back to what you was talking about with a lot of the movie you're watching monitors.
Yes.
Actually, it's set back in 1998.
Yeah.
And so it's not. It doesn't look like a timepiece, but it's actually set back in 1998, and you had to because of the way they wanted to use
VHS.
Yeah. VHS. You know, it's a guy monitoring the storage facility, and I guess he's got like 9 or 10 or 15 cameras or something. TVs more or less back then, all set up, and the way the camera moves, just to be able to see everything that this guy's watching, it's smooth. It looks good. It tells a story very well. I thought it was edited really well. How to just go about doing what they did, and even the chairs watching the monitors a little bit.
Yeah, when everybody's out of the office.
Yeah, that's the part's funny to me.
Yeah,
it was a great device.
Yeah, but like Chris said, it had a little bit of everything for the noir. I wasn't expecting what you were expecting at the end, but it definitely wasn't what I thought either, which was good.
Yeah.
The acting again was really good. I thought the cinematography was really, really slick.
Yes.
It looked really good. And the acting was pretty damn good too. I mean, I didn't have one issue with the acting. Story was fun. It's a good watch. It's definitely a good watch. It's nice to see good independent films, and we've seen a couple of good ones lately, and I'm very happy about seeing good independent films.
Yeah, no, I would agree with both of you. I thought the use of the video footage, the nine screens up there was genius almost, from a sense. I felt like a voyeur. Yeah. In that film noir-esque, kind of, because it flipped to black and white. It was black and white. You seen him walking through the halls of the of your typical storage unit, what you would think, with the roll-up doors, but it was indoor. So I always felt like when they flipped to that, it was like they're letting me in on these secrets, because it's not the talent or the actor facing the camera. You're watching them kind of move through the actions like you're the guy sitting in the chair. So I thought that was pretty good, the way he did that, and I thought he utilized it. Didn't bore me. It was when it needed to be, and then he brought it back when he needed to pull the story back together in the main office. So I thought that was good. I thought Connor McGill as Tom was cast really well.
Yeah.
He kind of held that central position. Mm-hmm. He was the guy on his first shift. He gets hired. The plot of the story. He gets hired by this storage unit place to watch monitors overnight. And not knowing that these things happen, these stories are happening, on these monitors as it happens, and he kind of gets thrust into that as the tagline said.
Yeah, I was impressed with him, because when you get an actor all alone with all the time he had on screen, just him and the monitors, it's actually a tough gig to pull off. Mm-hmm. And I thought he did really well. He did a really good job. He's talking to himself, to the chair, the monitors, the people in the and. There could have been some decisions that looked like bad acting, for real, because it's hard to do. It's like almost a monologue.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's very tough and difficult, and he pulled it off really well.
Yeah, I thought Max added that element of the Grace Kelly character, if you want to say that, as a way to break that up a little bit. And I thought that was nice, and Tom handled that portion of it extremely well. But
she definitely is going towards the Grace Kelly.
Exactly, yeah. Even with the subtle comedy, I think that film noir has.
Yeah.
If you kind of pay attention to some of the things going on with posters on the wall, the employee of the month, just little nuances like that. I thought just added just a little bit of stuff that was purposeful and thought of. I think, because it could have got dry. It could have got bored, but
absolutely,
but it didn't, and I thought it kept the attention. The build up, I thought towards the end for me didn't hit the mark for me. If I got to be completely honest,
no, that's what you got to be.
Like up to that certain point, maybe but. You definitely got to watch the thing entirely through, because I think you guys picked up maybe something a little different that I didn't.
Sure.
But for me, I was kind of like, oh, okay. There maybe I anticipated it more than you did from that side of sense, because I didn't have the same reaction you did about going, oh, okay. That's where you expressed that a little bit. Casting, I thought was spot on. Everybody played their role perfectly. I don't know who was it Scarlett was the main, or was it Bev? Was the
owner or the manager?
No, the girl, the main female actress. Was that? No, that was Allison, right? That was Scarlett. Yeah. So Allison McAtee, is that how you say that?
I believe so.
Yeah, who played Scarlett, who was the main female actress in it. I thought was extremely solid. And then I thought, who was this here? Hal.
Sean O'Brien,
Sean
the
O'Brien.
owner.
Sean O'Brien. And those were the three main. They kept everything together.
Right.
And again, a few people kind of come and go to kind of keep the plot moving.
He seemed the most natural.
I agree with you 100%. He definitely played the role of Hal, the owner of this place.
He reminded me of Herb Tarlick.
Yeah.
No.
From WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I can't say enough about this.
Like
about this film. I will say, it's a short, quick hour and 26 minutes. I thought it moved nicely. The plot moves very steadily and it keeps you interested in it. And I think by switching it up between the live action and the monitors was just a great way to kind of break up something that could have gone wrong, but it didn't. Any other comments, guys?
No, I mean, I thought it was an excellent film.
Yeah. So Shift is out now. You can find it on Plex, Tubi, Prime Video. It came out in 2025, so just late last year. And Fandango at Home is what we have. So I recommend checking out Shift at those sites. And I give this one a 4 out of 5.
Well, we have to agree again. I give it a 4 out of 5 only because I think they could have added a little bit more to the story, a little bit more close calls, a little bit more on the edge of the seat moments, which they didn't give. But the rest, everything else, I did like quite a bit. So I'll give it a 4 as well.
Yeah, I might go 4.5.
4.2.
Mostly because it had all the noir tropes in there, and it put all of that in a different setting, and I appreciate that. I mean, it's not a 5 because there are a few minor things that I had issue with. But, I mean, not even really issues, just things I would have liked to have seen differently. But, excellent movie.
Yeah,
I agree. If you're looking for something, find this film. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised and happy with your choice of Shift. Well, that wraps it up tonight, boys.
I think so.
I don't even know if we didn't talk about it. Well, go ahead, Brock.
I was just going to say go watch some more independent films.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Watch them.
Absolutely. I don't know. We talked about any lows unless we talked about the depression of...
Yeah.
Well, these movies, they didn't really have any lows that we could bitch about, No. So
the only low is this podcast. So we did talk about the lows.
This is a low.
We lived the lows, and we definitely talked about the highs tonight with 2 great movies, Shift and Beautiful Pam, tonight. And we'll always talk about the in-betweens because we are level-headed here on the Indie Film Sucks podcast. So check us out on
IndieFilmSucks.com and Indie Film Sucks Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah, like I said, please leave us some comments. Let us know you're listening. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about, and just give us some feedback. I know we got some loyal listeners out there. So Jay, appreciate you coming in advance.
And Tommy's always there.
Tommy for sure, absolutely. So that's a wrap for this one. God bless.
Good night.
Indie Film Sucks. Indie Film Sucks. It's the Indie Film Sucks podcast. Yeah.